Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You have tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to start it off the same way we always do, with some gratitude. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending time with us. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, so it truly and honestly does warm my heart that you're choosing to spend it with myself, Tanner, and our great guest today. So on that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
How's she cotton, me loves? You're listening to the Mac City Morning Show.
All right, we're back. Now, I'm excited about today's guest because this guy is a straight up hustler. And I've been following him for years. We've met once or twice, but we haven't really had an opportunity to have a solid conversation. So that's what we're going to do here today. As you're all pretty aware of at home, I don't introduce my guests. They can do a much better job at that than I can. So on that note, sir, can you please introduce yourself to the people watching at home?
All right. My name is Mike McCoy. I'm a fitness professional here in Fort McMurray. I teach I do personal training. I do acro. I also do salsa and bachata. So it's a lot of fun. I get to work with a lot of people in the city, and I have a great time doing it. So yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, you are one of the guys in Fort McMurray, one Facebook social media person to another. Like, I follow you, I'm enthralled with what you do, and like from day one, you have definitely been able to like cultivate a great following, and the content that you create is just, it's banging, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And no, I just have a great opportunity to work with amazing people, and seeing people grow from learning something and being open to learning different things, whether it's just regular fitness classes or acro or dance,
Yeah.
and just seeing them grow and checking out their process in the midst of everything has been amazing. So,
Nice.
and people like to celebrate people, right?
There you
So,
go, man.
yeah,
So first and foremost, myself and Tanner, we're born and raised here.
yeah.
You're not.
No.
Let's hear your story. What brought you? Where are you from? What brought you to Fort McMurray? What keeps you in Fort McMurray?
Okay. So I grew up in Toronto, specifically in Brampton, because Toronto people are like, if you're from Brampton, you're from Brampton. But
Yeah.
I grew up in Brampton. I have a fitness background, so I used to work at the YMCA. I worked with kids sports programming and worked with at-risk kids in Toronto in communities, creating programs for them. I was a child youth worker before coming out to Fort McMurray. I actually worked in Toronto's youth jail facility and helped at-risk kids in the community get back into the community through sports programming and healthy ways of building programming to get them interjected back into the community. So,
Okay.
yeah,
So that's what you're doing there.
yeah.
How does that translate into you moving here?
Yeah, so after a little bit, I tried to run my own business and do some things. Things weren't really working out, and then my cousin that lived at Fort McMurray at the time, she was like, you know what? Come check it out. Fort McMurray seems like a great opportunity for things. So I was like, you know what? Let's take a big life change, and I came out here, and it was a lot of stress at the beginning because I was like, man, this minus 35 weather. I have no idea what this is about. Like when that first drive up to Fort Mac, I had no idea where I was going. I was like, man, there's a blizzard on the highway, and the Highway 63 only had one way in, one way out with the two-way roads, and it's like, man, this is horrible.
Yeah.
But I got here, and once I got connected with the community, I felt a little bit better and got to meet some people. And I got started off on site first, doing some security work.
Okay.
And then I worked for the school board, eventually working with kids in the community and stuff. Working at Mac Island, bringing kids that couldn't remain in the classrooms and had to bring them to Mac Island to do some like workouts and fun things. And then I got connected with World Gym at the time and did personal training and got certified and all that good stuff. So yeah.
Nice. See, that's what I'm saying at the top of
Yeah.
the show. You're a hustler, man. You just make it work.
Yeah, I was putting in work,
Yeah.
man.
So what year, if it was a single lane highway, what year did you move here?
2013.
Oh, wow. So you've been here a long
Yeah,
time then.
yeah,
You're a local.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now I'm a local.
You're
Yeah.
a local now. That's awesome.
And then like the second part of your question is like after being in the community and building up a brand and building up business, and honestly, this community has been so supportive from the jump, from the time I started to where I am now. I've been getting so much love and so much support from all the different companies that I work with. I have like really nothing bad to say about that, and that's really rare in life, right? You go to big cities and stuff like that. Some people have some negative experiences, and there's always different negative experiences.
Yeah.
But here, man, there's so much love in Fort Mac. So I'm happy to be here. It keeps me here.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's awesome. That is
Yeah.
awesome. Now let's get into something that I think you're really passionate about. I know you're passionate about what you do,
Yeah.
but you have a hobby or a pastime that you're extremely passionate about. It's the Toronto Raptors.
Oh man, you better believe it.
Yeah.
Through and through. So I'm a diehard Raptors fan, as you know.
Yeah.
Man, I have so much to say. Even down to the 2019 season when they're winning the championship. Literally, when they won the championship, my brother called me that night. He goes, "You need to fly down here." And I jumped on a plane, flew
No.
down to the parade, and the night before the parade, I told my brother, I'm like, "Man, this place is gonna be packed. We've never won a championship before." We got up at 2 o'clock in the morning and we checked the news, and the place was already filling up. So I told him, like, "Man, we gotta leave." He's like, "Just one more hour of sleep."
Right.
So we went down there at like 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
4 a.m. Place was already packed. I was like, man, we were close to Nathan Phillips Square,
Right.
where all the players were gonna be. So we were there for 9 hours and camped out to watch the parade and be a part of that. And man, I love the Raptors, whether they're winning or whether they're losing. I'm always super supportive of them. So yeah.
So was a 9-hour wait worth it?
Oh, so worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 million people downtown. The energy was crazy. We didn't eat anything. One girl that was in front of us with a group of boys,
Yeah.
she went to McDonald's about like 2 hours in, so like 7 a.m. And she's like, "I know you guys are hungry, and thank you for letting me back into the spot.
Right.
So here's a hash brown." We took that hash brown and we're like, "Oh my gosh, yes, we got a hash brown." We were so excited. There's people standing there and they couldn't move at, I think it was like 1 p.m. in the day or so.
Right.
If you left your spot, it was gone.
done. No
So
washroom break.
people peed themselves.
Wow.
Craziest thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
Craziest thing. Just to be a part of and keep their spot in the parade.
That's
Right? It
awesome.
was crazy.
So-
it was wild.
What got you into the Raptors? Just because you were in Toronto?
So yeah, no. So because I played basketball as a kid growing up, I
Right.
was actually a baseball player first.
Okay.
And then my mom, I hated basketball in grade 5, and my mom forced me to play it in grade 6,
Mm-hmm.
just so I could be different and just like have multiple sports under my belt. And I was
That's
like,
right.
no, this is stupid. Then I fell in love with Vince Carter and Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
And I started watching them play. I'm like, these guys are super athletes. And I got really into basketball.
Right.
So I'd say about like grade 8, I started to take it a little bit more serious. And
Okay.
I was playing it a lot. And in high school, yeah, I took it from there and just ran with it. So
That's awesome,
yeah,
man. Yeah, no, the Raptors are a good team.
they are.
They're a great team, and they're
Yeah.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Now, I got to be honest, they're not my team,
Okay.
and I don't follow basketball like I used to. I used to be a diehard. But
Yep.
it's because of MJ, Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
Chicago
Oh, yeah.
Bulls.
Yeah.
And I know they're not what they used to be.
Yeah.
But if you got your team,
Yeah.
you got to stick with your team
Hands
during the
down.
good and the bad.
Hands down.
And since Michael Jordan left the Bulls, there's been a lot of bad.
That's so true.
But it's so cool to see. Like I remember when the Raptors first came into the league, and same with the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Where you had Vince Carter and you had Big Country
Yes.
going,
Yes.
and I was fortunate enough to go to Edmonton and
Oh, wow.
watch a pregame. I don't know what you call it, but
Yeah.
the Raptors played the Grizzlies,
Yep.
and actually at that game, Master P
Oh,
was
cool.
playing
Nice.
the rapper. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool that Canada has like a basketball team that we
Yeah.
can get excited about and
Yeah.
cheer for.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay, so yeah, I know I've been following you. Like you're on another level
Yeah.
when it comes to being a fan.
I'm a diehard. Like
There you go.
when we traded for DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi, there's a lot of people that are so sad about that. I'm like, we're winning the championship. That's the first thing I thought, because he was that level of superstar that we needed in Toronto. We've never had that level of a superstar since Vince Carter.
Right.
So I was like,
Right.
you know what? We have that piece.
Yeah.
He's already won a championship in San Antonio. He's bringing that experience that we need to take it there, and he did that.
Yeah.
Even though he left us,
Hey,
hey,
he
but at
helped
the
you.
same time, we took a chip, right?
Yeah.
We have a chip,
That's
and
right.
there's so many teams that have never won a championship.
right.
So I'm grateful.
Yeah, they were. Remember Vince Carter and Trace McGrady combo?
Oh my gosh,
That
so
was
exciting!
electrifying.
Oh, so exciting!
Winning dunk competitions
Yeah.
every year. Like
Yeah,
that was an epic team.
Yeah.
Man.
So-
All right. Listen, we're gonna run out of time here if we don't get to this. But
Yeah.
we have a segment called the Mac City Minute.
Okay.
It's Tanner's segment. Tanner, hit him with the Mac City Minute.
Question number 1 for you today. What is your favorite dance move?
Ooh. Oof. It's a Jamaican dance move called the Willie Bounce. It is smooth, exceptional. When you hear that beat and you roll with it, it just feels nice.
Question number 2. What is your favorite place to get a workout in?
Ooh, I actually love obstacle course racing. So being outside, doing the obstacles out in the forest is so much fun.
Question number 3. What is your favorite junk food?
Pizza! You gotta love that pizza, baby! Woo!
What do you get on that pizza?
Ooh, chicken, bacon, banana peppers. But then you get the base as barbecue sauce and not tomato sauce.
Oh.
There you go. Question number 4. What's one way you stay fit that might shock people?
Mm. Ooh, it's not. I don't think it's. I think acro is a little bit of a shock because when they see a black guy doing acro, they're like, "What the heck's he doing?" And they see someone get thrown up in the air and caught. That usually shocks people. They're like, "Yo, what? What's going on?" So I would say acro, definitely acro.
And your last question, why is someone who isn't into fitness still contact you?
They usually just contact me for motivation and just talk about life. And I'm a great person to talk to, and I'm a great listener when it comes to just being open about stuff. So, yeah, it's honestly, man, like so many people are going through things right now in life, and so many negative things are happening around, and sometimes people just need a little bit of motivation, just a little bit of love, and just someone to talk to, and that's mental health is so important. I stress that so much. Like, if you're feeling um, down and out and alone, feel free to reach out and talk.
There you go.
Those have been your 5 questions.
Nice. Now, you talked about dancing. You're from Toronto.
Yeah.
My parents, most of my family immigrated to Toronto and is still there. There's a festival that not everybody knows about that I have to assume you've had some memories at.
Yeah.
It's called Caravana.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've been to Caravana.
I've been to Caravana once.
Okay.
I grew up in a religious household.
Oh, yeah, you ain't
So
going to Caravana.
my mom was like, if I catch you on camera, I Caravana. When I come home, I'm getting licks. And for those who don't know what licks are, it's spanking.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up going to Toronto in the summers.
Yeah.
And being a very conflicted teenager in regards to Caravana is wild.
Yeah.
And it's awesome and it's cool.
Yeah.
But then my mom and my aunts
Yeah.
participated.
Oh.
So they're in the costumes,
Oh.
dancing, jumping around, whining, and
Oh.
behaving all bad. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's cool when it's not your mom and your aunts. Different story when I remember when I think I was 12. My mom was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, come down to Caravana." I'm like, "No, I
Yeah.
ain't coming with you." Not a chance. So
Yeah.
but those are my favorite memories in Toronto. Are
Yeah.
like the wildness of Caravana. Because
Yeah.
growing up here in Fort McMurray, we just didn't have that type of energy or those parties.
Yeah.
Because we just didn't have the population to
No.
Blueberry
Yeah.
Festival was off the hook. What are you talking about?
Well, Blueberry Festival was cool.
Yeah.
Actually, right before, and it's a bit of a downside. Edmonton has the Kerry West
Oh, yes.
Festival.
I went to
And
that.
we were my company Greenlight. We sponsored a float.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we were super pumped to we
Okay.
sponsored a float. We had an
Yeah.
after party. We had this whole thing
Nice.
like set up, and then COVID happened, so we didn't get to do it.
Oh, no.
So we did a video though. It's online. Check it out. Kerry West video to help them out a bit. Promoted it. But yeah, I'm excited for when we can do festivals and stuff again.
Yeah.
To get back involved in Kerry West and maybe go to Toronto for Caravana.
Yeah. Nice.
Now, one last thing. It's going to be on the traveling tip. I know you love to travel.
Yeah.
And you can't travel right now.
Yeah.
But I know you're going to, as soon as you can, you will.
Yeah.
Explain, because I'm going to hijack. We talked about it before.
Yeah.
Explain these fitness retreats that you were doing, please.
Yeah. So a fitness retreat. Last time I did one was right before COVID happened. It was in Costa Rica. So on these fitness retreats, we wake up in the morning. We get a workout in. We have breakfast made for us. And then we have different activities that relate to fitness. So it's not necessarily crazy workouts all the time. Like we just do like tours on bikes or hikes in the rainforest. And we have different things planned out throughout the day. And because I do acro and because I teach salsa, I show people how to do salsa dancing and bachata dancing. Then we have a little night out in the community where we go and explore the community, talk to the locals about stuff. We learn about the food in the community, spend time at their different restaurants.
Very
and
cool.
it's such a fun experience. We learn how to cook from local chefs. So there's so many different activities to do. And you have the choice and the power to do it. So some people went and like, I'm doing everything. I want to go on this excursion, that excursion. And some people came in and said, you know what? This is my time to relax. I'm going to do 2 activities for the day and then I'm going to sleep. So you have the choice to do what you want to for your activities. And
Right.
it's a lot of fun. So
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the next and last question I have for you before you get your shameless plug in,
Yeah.
as far as shoes,
Mhm.
what's your brand for shoes when it comes to working out and just for kicking it when you're relaxing?
Oh man, it's tough because if I'm teaching fitness classes, whatever I'm matching in is what I rock.
Okay.
My favorite store is the Nike Factory down in Edmonton. I love to try different Nike brands. The LeBron Soldier 7s are amazing for playing sports.
Okay.
The Nike flights are really good for just like walking around trying to be comfortable in.
Okay.
And the what's my other one? That's a great question. I like Asics for jogging. Jogging, New Balance is good for jogging, road running, that kind of stuff. So I have different shoes for different things. You know what I
Correct.
mean? So
Yep.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. The reason I ask is I want to get a shameless plug in for myself.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with these pair of Nikes. They're called the Ben and Jerry Dunks.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you've ever seen these things.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
outrageous.
Yeah.
But the price point is anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000. So I ain't buying it. That being said, if somebody at home wants to send it to me, or if Nike wants to hit me up with a pair, I swear I'm not going to be a sneakerhead and put it in a glass case. I'm going to wear it on every show. I'm going to
Nice.
wear these things out. You're going to see the scuff and creases.
I'm just
So-
saying, if you're trying to get somebody to buy you a pair of shoes like that, I feel like you shouldn't be telling them you're wearing them.
Yeah, fair enough.
All the
but-
sneakerheads think that's sacrilegious.
Well, yeah, listen, I buy things to wear them. So
Facts.
but yeah, I like Nikes are cool, but I
Yeah.
agree with you. It depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like when I run, I'm a big treadmill runner.
Yeah.
Asics.
Asics
all the
are
time.
amazing, yeah.
They're just so.
Yeah.
And I've tried. I would love to wear Nikes, but for running, they just that Asics brand. Is
Yeah.
just-
It's
they-
perfect.
They dialed it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
for
On
Yeah.
point.
they're on point. And then I wear a lot of Vans too for
Okay.
chilling.
Nice.
And but yeah, Nike is it. And if anybody wants to hook me up with some Ben and Jerry Dunks, DM us.
Yeah.
I'll give the address. Cool. Well, man, thank you very much. This has
Thank
been a
you.
pleasure.
Yeah.
It sucks that this is only 20 minutes long, but it's designed that way so you can come back again and
Yeah.
again and again.
Yeah.
Please don't be a stranger.
Oh, definitely not.
And before you leave, this is your opportunity, your time to get a shameless plug-in. Tell people again who you are, what you do, how they can get in contact with you.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so my name is again Mike McCoy. I do personal training and group fitness classes. I also teach acro yoga and salsa dancing. So check out YMM Salsa for stuff about dancing. Trainwithmike.info for any training information, and then acrowithmike.com for any acro related stuff. And yeah, it's thank you for having me on the show, man.
Oh, no worries,
Elliot,
man.
you're amazing. I
Thank you.
appreciate you. So
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Great. Awesome. All love.
yeah.
There we go. Well, once again, everybody watching at home, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
How's she cutting me, loves? You're listening to the Mac City Morning Show.